teen brain is a Ferrari. Sleek, sexy, fast, corners very well. Guess what? Has crappy brakes. I'm Jothsna, and my students love to call me Coach Joe. I'm an independent educational consultant and a college counselor. And guess what my purpose is? To help teens reach their maximum potential. I get what the society calls imperfect students, imperfect teens who don't have the perfect grades, have learning difficulties, and they do the best. They smash it out of the ballpark. And I'm here to tell you that high school is not a jungle. It's a digital labyrinth. We adults, what we see as a straight line, kids see it as a foggy maze. And then you have this society putting all this energy into them and asking them to pick or choose something when they've not figured out who they truly are. Isn't that absolutely unfair, right? And here you have the teen brain that's still developing, the prefrontal cortex of the brain which does the heavy lifting, the executive functioning skills, which is the planning, the prioritization, focus, metacognition. I can just keep spitting out what the functions are. It's still developing. It's like a sapling that's ready to develop, and here we are putting pressure on that part of the brain that's not developed. And also teens feel extremely intensely driven by their hormones. And who do they need? They need us to forge that connection, to forge that sense of belonging, show them that kind of hope. Because if we don't, we're going to lose them to depression, anxiety, and also taking the extreme step, teen suicide. Performing in high school is intense, and the expectation to get into the top 25 colleges and the Ivy Leagues, it's enormous. But then teenagers do not want a 9-to-5 job. They want to use their knowledge to do good to this world. And that's where I come in. I'm the guide. I'm the person when a parent cannot get to their children. I'm an outsider. I live outside their friend circle, outside the school, outside the digital world. I have only one goal: untap their limitless potential. I'm the one who helps them with academics, extracurricular activities, how to put their best foot forward. Let me explain to you about a teen. A perfectly intelligent, capable, driven human being who has somehow managed to organize their entire life on a device. Yes, and that device is also a home to endless dog memes and short form videos from Snapchat, Insta, and TikTok. And now this magical human being is asked to do a chore that even the Fortune 500 project manager is going to sweat. Apply to colleges. Yes, and that is a recipe for a mental breakdown. Stress, anxiety, fear of failure, right? And that's when I had to step in. Being a college counselor, I figured it's not enough if I'm a guide to them. I had to take on the mantle of the third parent. Yes, I'm not here to replace mom and dad. They already have that. They need a third parent who can bring in clarity in chaos to bridge the gap between a teen's expectation and the brutal reality of the process to get there. I know it's complicated, right? Quite a mouthful of words. On one side, you have parents who have to deal with the drama, the emotional breakdowns and expectation. Then you have a teen who has peer pressure and digital distraction. Someone's got to be the orchestrator. Someone's got to be a project manager of their life. And it's not just about shiny spreadsheets and deadlines. It's about being there for them as a third parent, creating a plan for them not to cause overwhelm. Why? Because the society is already causing them, right? I want to give you beautiful examples of my students. Let's call the first one Maya. Maya came to me with the idea of writing an essay about how bathroom is her favorite place in the world. I know each one of you are saying, ew, is this girl nuts? How can she write the most important essay in her life on a bathroom? But I'm not here as a third parent to dismiss her. I am here to give her a voice for creativity and originality. I took the risk. I remembered that Agatha Christie, the greatest author, novelist, mystery novelist, used to write her novels in a Victorian bathtub eating apples. That was one place where she had pure imagination and she created the egghead detective, Hercule Poirot. I went to Maya and I told her, hey, don't write the essay about the bathroom. Bring it about how you found solace and solitude in the most unexpected place. Her essay started with, my bathroom is my bastion, right? And that is how she hooked the admission officer by being different and original. Now, I'm going to talk to you about Nived. Nived was deeply saddened by the pressure that his friends were going through, right? He was deeply upset over teen mental health, teen suicide pacts. Yes, they exist on social media. And teen suicide tendencies that are there. He wanted to do something. He was not a mental health therapist or anything, but he wanted to do something. He had an idea. He wanted to incorporate teen suicide prevention and mental health in the health curriculum. Simple. And what was my role as a third parent? A PR executive. What did I do? I helped him prepare to go and speak in Philadelphia's board and pitch his idea. I got him news coverage, ABC, Fox News, everywhere. And then I helped him organize a march for teen life on an iconic bridge in Harrisburg. Why? Because it's the capital of Pennsylvania. Hundreds showed up. Politicians, teens, parents, just everybody. A mother spoke about her anguish, her despair over losing her son to teen suicide. There was not a single dry eye in the march. Every single teen left the march saying they would look out for friends. They would look out for teen suicide ideation. You guys should too. You see your friend wearing long sleeves, being withdrawn. Ideation, there is always a suicide ideation. Look out for the signs. Promise me that you are going to look out for your friend. And that is what these teens took back. Now, Nived's application was not about grades or test scores. It was about this movement. What started off as a project has become a movement, right? A movement where he talks about teen suicide prevention and a very simple, effective method, teen-on-teen help. Now, being a third parent comes with its own profound challenges. Let me call this kid Alex. His essay was on his recent suicide attempt. How he tried to commit suicide, but missed because the news gave way because of his weight. Now, my role of a third parent is to give him empathy, encouragement, and support, but at the same time veer him away from writing that essay. Why? Because colleges would look at it as a flight risk or something that they're not equipped to handle. We're not lying here. Colleges are looking not for recent setbacks. They're looking for resilience. Alex had a resilient story, right? So it came to showcasing his recovery, a slow, painful recovery from a tragedy, right? A comeback story from a setback. His essay ultimately was about a celebratory hiking trip to the Swiss Alps. This is the real challenge of being a third parent. We have to help teens own their stories, however difficult it is. Embrace their vulnerability, wear it as a badge, and showcase it to this world. When you see a teen who's like lazy or procrastinating, it's not because they don't want to do. Remember I told you that their brain is like a Ferrari? Guess what? The Ferrari engine takes time to warm up. Give them that time. They are so bogged down by what ifs, the societal pressures. Will I get it right? Oh my God, I'm going to make a mistake, that they don't even want to start. At that time, I want you to be the third parent. Encourage them. Build a connection with them. Show them hope. And show them that it's okay to make mistakes. Show them that it is progress over perfection. I have seen I've seen a lot of teens. Being with them is like a constant roller coaster. One day they amaze me with their genius. Okay, a student has a patent for water filtration system, builds a design for a borewell lid because so many kids are falling in India and dying over borewells. A student who struggles with alopecia or hair loss wants to start a passion project. At that time, I want to give them a virtual hug. And there are times when they test my patience. I mean, I want to like virtually smack down when they don't submit their homework that's due 2 weeks. That is when I tell myself, take a deep breath and everything will be okay. And that's what I want you to do. Be a third parent. And guess what? I'm a parent to my children, my 2 sons, but I will always be a third parent for the teens. And if any teen comes to you, please be a third parent. Persuade them and help them navigate through this digital labyrinth. Thank you.